Hey guys, this is Rich from Rich D Live, and today the stock market is down again, and this has been a trend lately. We are definitely in a bear market. We're in a downtrend. There's no doubt about it. And cannabis stocks are definitely in a downtrend. The Dow Jones is down 350 points. The S&P 500 is down 31 points, and the NASDAQ is down 86 points. Taking it on the chin. And cannabis growth is down almost 5% at $57. Taking it on the chin. Everybody's taking it on the chin today. Aurora Cannabis is down 2.56% at $11.02. They did go under $11 today, as low as $10.94. And APHA. Let's take a look at the big three. Afria at $9.44, again down 3.87%. So the market has been a roller coaster ride. Now, I want to talk to you about three stocks that have been going down, and I started to identify a pattern. Every time a company goes up and then raises money, the stock comes back down. First, we saw it with Cannabis. Cannabis announced that they were going to raise $25 million and they were going to do it at $2.25. The stock was at $3. It was at $6.85. It went to $3. They announced the bought deal financing at $2.25. The stock went from $2.25 to as low as $1.48, I believe. They're now currently trading, let's take a look at Zena in Canada. It's currently trading at $161, down 4% in Canada. Cannabis Global, now on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Zena, ZENA, ZBISF in America at $1.61. So after they announced that they raised money and the public bought shares at $2.25, the stock has now gone down to $161. Meaning everybody that invested at $2.25, they're close to being down a lot of money. So the question is, as an investor, how do you deal with this marketplace? I'm going to be honest with you. I invested in labs. But before I invested in labs, BAM. Body and Mind. And I've day traded BAM a few times, and a lot of our members did very well on BAM, and congratulations if you did. But BAM went up and were overvalued. And I said it and I admitted it. And a lot of people got angry and a lot of people didn't want to hear it because they made money on BAM. But I said, they're making $1 million a quarter. Their counterparts are making 10 times that, and they're not trading at $3. I doubt that it's going to be able to hold these levels. Then the kiss of death was they raised money at like millions of dollars at $1.85, I believe, $1.86 in that region. If I can remember correctly, it might have been $1.70. I can't remember the exact amount. It was way lower than what they were trading at, which at the time was $2.71. At that time, this was about a week ago, I publicly stated that I believe BAM will go under $2. I publicly stated that I believe BAM would go under $2. Today, BAM went under $2. It went to $1.97. However, it has done a dead cat bounce and bounced up from that $1.97 range. And now it's bounced all the way back up to $2.21. And now it's trading back at $2.19. So I want to make it very clear because people keep taking shots and thinking I'm being personal with BAM. This is not a personal thing. This is just a trend that I've seen. Stocks that are trading above their pay grade will eventually go back down based on revenue. The other reason that stocks go down is if they raise money. We saw it with Cannabis. They raised money, they went down. We saw it with BAM. They raised money at 271. They came down. They're at 219 right now. They were at 271 a week ago when they raised money. They were at 197 today. And now another company, which I just bought, is this crazy timing. I bought this stock, and then yesterday they announced that they're going to raise money at $5.55 when the stock was trading yesterday at $6. They announced today that they were going to raise money at $5.55. They opened up around $5.55 range, and they've been as high as $5.73 today, and they're trading now at $5.63. They've been as low as $5.46. They immediately went down after they announced that they raised money at $5.55. Every single time they raise money, the stocks go down. Every single time they raise money, these stocks go down. This is not a personal thing. I'm holding shares in labs. I'm feeling this hurt. At the same time, I realize that they're raising $60 million and they're making money. So at some point, this is going to go back up, and this might be a buying opportunity. I just want to see how low it goes, because today's the first day since they announced that they're going to raise money. This could go lower. It could also go higher. Honestly, I don't know with labs, because labs is actually making money. Cannabis isn't making a lot of money, and BAM isn't making a lot of money. So it's hard for me to determine where they're going to go. Whereas with labs, I feel confident that at some point they're going to go higher because they're making a lot of money, and they're going to be making more. And I believe they're going to keep making more. What's up, guys? Thank you guys for joining. ETCG and GBTC, crypto season is real. Absolutely. ETCG, let's take a look at them today. ETCG, wow, is up 8% today. It's at $35. I mentioned them yesterday in my top 10 stocks for June video. Ethereum Classic stock at $35.10, up 8%. That's a good one. Let's take a look at GBTC. GBTC is up 1.75%. It's at $11.64. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Those are the two biggest crypto stocks that you could purchase. And two of the stocks in my top 10 list, which you guys can go and find on YouTube, just type in Rich TV Live Top 10 June 2019, and you will see my top 10 picks, which I have ETCG and GBTC as two of my top 10 picks for June 2019. So I want you guys to look at this trend. Every time a company raises money, the stocks go down. Pay attention to it, okay? Yes, Morale, ETHE will be coming out soon also by Grayscale and will be Ethereum holding. I love it. Another cryptocurrency stock for us to play with. So I love the cryptocurrency stocks right now. Crypto stocks are hot. Keep them on your watch list. Keep them on your radar. I wanted to bring to your attention the fact that every time these cannabis companies are raising money, the stocks will go down. And not just cannabis companies, all companies. I'm starting to see this trend. Another one which I've been watching is MYT. Urban Tea. These guys have been a trip. They went all the way up from under $1 to $2.50. Came back down to about $1.60. Went back up to $2.30. Announced that they were going, and this is a company out of China, okay? I want to talk about scary, risky picks. MYT on the NASDAQ is a very scary, risky pick, down 14% today at 81 cents. This thing went from about this region, 80 cents, to 250, back down to 160, back up to 230, announced that, excuse me, announced that they were going to raise money. It gets me choked up to even talk about it. Announced that they were going to raise money. And the stock has tanked since they announced that they were going to raise money, all the way down to 81 cents from $2.30 2 trading days ago. From $2.30 2 trading days ago, all the way down to 81 cents MYT. So that's 4 stocks in a matter of a few weeks that all raised money and all went down. If you see a company raises money, beware. There's always a good chance that they're going to go get diluted and the stock is going to go down. I just gave you 4 companies that are great examples of that, and I hope they all go back up. This could be a buying opportunity, but we need to be careful and we need to hunt the bottom. We don't know if this is the bottom. Only time will tell. But with Labs and with BAM and with Cannabis, I expect all 3 of them will come back up. With MYT, I believe they will too. They raised money at $1.68, I believe. And now the stock is at 81 cents. So I don't know how this works. How do you raise money at 161 when the stock's at 81 cents? Wouldn't those people just go and buy the stock on the open market instead? Why would you give money to the company at $1.60 when you could be buying it in the open market for half the price? I don't understand that, but time will tell. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your likes. Thank you guys for being here. I just wanted to talk to you about a trend that I have found in the markets. These stocks go up, and then once they go up, they raise money. And then typically after they raise money, they go down. Take a look at BAM. Take a look at Cannabis. Take a look at MYT. All of these stocks have gone down after they raise money. Take a look at Labs. They just announced yesterday that they're going to raise $60 million. And the stock today goes down. So this is a trend that we've been seeing over and over and over again. What's going on with ISOL? ISOL is not a company I like that much. They're at $1.37. I mean, what goes down must come up, but these guys just seem to have a lot of issues. I would be careful with ISOL. It's not a company I would recommend. They've been very disappointing in a lot of ways, but it's really up to you. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. We gave you all the answers. Morale is saying SOLY has been a crazy runner since yesterday, but I sold way too early yesterday. FDA approved tattoo removal product. Interesting. Congratulations, Morale, on picking that up. Our community's been talking about SOLY, and I haven't really got into it, and I had no idea it was a tattoo removal product. That's pretty interesting. No, man, I haven't bought anything today. Today, I just been chilling, trying to avoid the bloodbath. I just closed my laptop and said, you know what? Today's not my day. I'm going to shut her down. Not going to look at my account because I bought Labs. And shortly after I bought Labs, they announced that they're going to do a financing. So, I've definitely had to become a long-term investor in my Labs position. And I didn't buy it thinking it was going to be a short-term investment anyways, so I'm not really too concerned about it. I definitely want to buy more, but I didn't know when I made the investment that they were going to raise money at $5.55. If I did, I would have waited and tried to buy it lower. Now the question is, will it get under $5? Will we see it at $4? I think we could. I think we could see Labs at $4. I mean, I hope it doesn't, But I mean, it's at 568 right now. I don't know, man. I don't know. If I was investing money at this at 555, I'd have to wait and see if it was going to go lower. Currently, it's at 570. So if you can get in at 555, it's at a discount. So you're definitely going to be able to raise money at these prices. But if it gets lower, I don't see how they raise money. Nikodomi is saying, I can see us getting rich after the summer is done. Hey, you know what? Edibles is going to become legalized, and I believe that is going to be an amazing catalyst for a lot of these stocks. So it's very likely. I mean, we've had some huge runs in the cannabis sector. I wouldn't be surprised to see it again. How you doing, Nika? Be nice to have you back on the show. JD Rough Cut says, what about Trulieve? They actually make money and stock tanks. I don't own them yet. Looking to get in. Let's take a look at Trulieve. Labs is at 570. Trulieve is at $16.48, down 5.23%. I say let's see how low this is going to go. I don't see any catalyst coming. I think last year they started around middle to end of July. So I don't see any catalyst coming anytime soon. So what's the rush? Yo, go Raps, man. What's going on? We the North. Mad respect to the Toronto Raptors, man. First NBA Finals in history. There's 2 teams left, and the whole world will be watching the Toronto Raptors. It's crazy. It's mind-boggling, actually. I never thought I'd see this day. Yeah, we definitely got to find the bottom on Trulieve. Like, if you look at the last year, you can see they've been as low as like $8. They've been as low as like $9. So if we can get in at that range, that would be a steal. 16 still seems a little bit expensive. I think we can get it a little bit lower if we're patient. I think right now we need to be patient. We need to know that there's going to be some sneak attacks, but there's also going to be a consolidation. I expect June will be a lot of consolidating. We're almost halfway through 2019. It's crazy and hard to believe. Last year in July, it was dead. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they started to explode. And then into August, they exploded more. And then September, they exploded more. And then October, they exploded in the beginning of October. And then mid-October, right before legalization, they started to fall. And then they fell all the way from October to November to December. And then right around Christmas time, that was when they started again. December 24th, December 25th, December 26th, December 27th, around that time, the resurrection happened and they exploded again all the way through January. January was crazy explosive. And then February, they were still pretty strong. March, they started to lose steam. April, they definitely lost steam. May, we've seen a trend reversal. And here we are going into June, and I believe this trend continues. Yeah, some of you guys are betting the Raptors are going to beat Golden State. Whew, it's a crazy bet. Yeah, it's crazy. This sector goes on runs up and down. Thank you guys for the likes. I really appreciate you guys. This sector goes on runs up and down. And those that are patient have done extremely well. And I've made a lot of mistakes. I've sold too soon on a lot of stocks. I sold too late on a lot of stocks. And I look back, and when I look back at all the mistakes I've made, the biggest mistakes were made with the smaller companies. I've done well with the bigger companies. When I stayed in my lane and focused on the bigger companies, I always produced great results. When I made mistakes is when I got out of my lane and I invested in the smaller ones, the penny stocks, the home runs. A lot of times that hasn't worked out well for me. Even the $1 and $2 stocks haven't worked out that well. Now that I'm looking back and analyzing my results, the results have been best when I was investing in Aurora Cannabis, Cannabis Growth, Chronos Group, Village Farms. Afria. These are the ones that have yielded the best returns for me. The penny stocks have not been that great for cannabis. It's been more the bigger ones that have been bigger movers. The HMMJ ETF, which I heard today actually has a dividend they pay. The HMMJ ETF pays a 5.47% dividend. It's crazy. So what I've been doing recently is I've been buying some stock, and I tested it out, and I wanted to diversify my portfolio, and I invested in some bigger ones, and I invested in some smaller ones, and I invested in some more long-term plays, and I invested in a couple penny stocks. And I'm okay to wait. But I think if I had just put the money more in Cannabis Growth or Aurora Cannabis, I'd be happier. Even Tilray, like Tilray's going down right now. I would love to get me some Tilray. Tilray is the lowest I've seen in a long time. So it's pretty interesting watching Tilray come down, because I didn't get a chance to be a part of that first run. They're all the way at $40 now, guys. This is the lowest we've ever seen Tilray in a really long time. This is the lowest it's been since like a month after its IPO. And when it got to this price, it just went straight up. So it never stayed at $40. It's currently at $40.54. It hasn't gotten lower than $40, but man, if it gets under $40, like at some point, this is going to be a huge buy. Rich, do you think the stock market is crashing because of the US-China trade war? Yes, absolutely. 100%. That is the reason. And the fact that the markets were just heavily overbought and they weren't able to just sustain that forever. They had to consolidate at some point. I think the key right now for long-term investors is we want to find the bottom. And even for swing traders, you want to find the bottom in your best companies. And the companies that are not as good are going to be more obliterated now than ever, because people are going to sell out of those ones and they're going to buy the bigger companies that are cheap right now. That's just the way it goes. I don't actually own any shares of AUSA yet, but I definitely want to get some. CWeb starts on the TSX tomorrow? Really? Oh yeah, it's on the CNSX right now. CWeb is at $18.99 in Canada, down 4.72%. Yeah, CWeb's pretty low right now. I mean, it's been lower. So I think we might be able to catch it lower. I think this next month coming up here in June is going to be rough. I think it's going to be a great month to buy. And I think we may see some of the best opportunities of the year coming up here in June, between now and June. That's kind of what my gut is telling me. Yeah, I think if you could stay in cash, that's a genius way to trade. So Johnson & Johnson are in trouble over opioids. What if they join Aurora? Yeah, I think there's so much opportunity, guys. There's so much opportunity. There's so much opportunity, and the opportunity would just continue. I think the key as an investor is you want to stay in cash. If you can make money right now, great. If you're shorting right now, this is a shorter's paradise for sure. The shorters are lurking right now, shorting everything that moves. But you know what? Even for shorters, it's risky because a lot of these stocks are heavily oversold and they will bounce back. So when they do bounce back, those shorters are going to get decimated. But for now, the shorters are definitely going to win the war. There's no doubt about that. Thank you guys for the likes. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys that are watching. The markets are crashing today. The cannabis stocks are down. Cannabis Growth is down. Labs is down. Chronos Group is down. Tilray is down. Everybody's down. There are some sneak attacks. There are some stocks that are up big today, but there's a lot of stocks that are down. There's a lot of stocks that are down today. There really is. There really is. Like looking at the markets, I just see a sea of red. I see a sea of red everywhere. Here's a good one for you guys. Take a look at OBLN. Look at this one. Take a look at OBLN. They're just absolutely on fire. OBLN is up 58%. That was one of the members was bringing me this pick, and I was like, damn, that's a nice move. OBLN on the NASDAQ, Abalon. OBLN. Okay, so this is, I think, the rumor that's going on. So there's a tweet that came out that says Johnson & Johnson has made an offering of $8 a share for Obalon Therapeutics, Inc. So apparently this is some type of tweet or something that has come out, and that's why OBLN is flying right now. Yeah, ELTK. Thank you. My community was talking about this one. ELTK. I didn't get into this, but J. Lewis Trading, wow, $7 now? Are you kidding me? We were watching this earlier, and it was at like a couple dollars, like a few bucks. Wow. It was at $2.56. It's now at $7.34. It was up to $8.72. Are you kidding me? What the hell? What the hell? Oh, so they're going up because the company forecasted positive EBITDA for Q3 and Q4. Wow. I'm just reading their news. It's crazy. That's a crazy pump, guys. OBLN and, man, ELTK. What a monster. Up 352%. Remember I told you guys there would be sneak attacks? Even though the market is crashing, there's always going to be these sneak attacks. Man, just imagine if we got in. We knew about this when it was up like, I don't even know how much percent, maybe 100%. And it just kept going. Like, imagine I could have got in today and made another 245%. Like, these markets are nuts. J. Lewis Trading identified this pick, and members within the J. Lewis Trading community won today on ELTK because this was up pre-market. So it popped up on the pre-market scanners. But wow. Yeah, the whole market is a risk. Stock trading is always a risk. Stock trading is always a risk. But this was a risk that was worth it because they're up 351%. They're up 84% on the year now after going up 348%. $7.36. Absolutely nuts. So the markets have been pretty crazy today. I see mostly red. There are some exceptions. There is some green out there. Take a look at this one. BU. This is getting promoted by National Inflation Association. It ran all the way up to like $1.60. It's back down to 86 cents. Want to talk about a run? This went from like 30 cents at the beginning of the year up to $1.60 and now back down to 86 cents. BU on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Burcon Nutraceuticals, I think. Nutracy. Burcon Nutracy. So they exploded and now they've come back down 43% today. So there's some crazy swings out there right now. There's some crazy swings happening right now. You guys think there's some bargains out there? Yeah, that's what happens, Nika. Everybody jumps in. When the whole market is crashing like this, there's only a few stocks that will go up. So if everybody piles into that one stock, then it drives that stock up because there's only one stock that's really going up on a day where everything is down. So you're right. Everybody piles on and you get these situations with ELTK because everybody's looking to make money. And right now, the people that are making the most money are the shorters. They're making a killing. They're making an absolute killing. Wow, ELTK is not stopping. It's at $7.60, up 361%. Jeez. Another one that's on fire today is SOLY, up 36%, and they've been on fire for the last 2 days. Looking at all the markets, I see a lot of red, guys. I see a lot of red. A lot of red. OBLN Abalon is now up 61% at $1.15 and finishing strong. Wow. Man, this is a lot of red. A lot of red. You guys have any stocks you want me to look at? ZYNE is strong today? It was getting crushed yesterday. Wow, ZYNE, good call. They were getting crushed yesterday. ZYNE at $13.18, up 9.11%. You never know with these stocks. Thank you guys for the likes, eh? I really appreciate it, guys. You just never know with these stocks. You want me to go back to crypto? Yeah, I'll definitely get back into crypto. I'm definitely into crypto. I've just been so busy. I haven't been able to focus on the crypto yet. But yeah, I'm looking at some crypto stocks. And yeah, I definitely want to get more into crypto again. Yeah, I think this will be a downtrend. What do I think of GDET? You know what? I need to research them more, but a lot of people have been asking me about that lately. So maybe I'll look into them more. Maybe I'll even do a video. But I don't know too much about GDET. GDET. Let me pull it up. I read something about them. GD Entertainment. Yeah, 006. Yeah, I'm not huge into penny stocks. But I do like the fact that they're doing some CBD product. So who knows? GDET, if you guys need CBD, I got CBD. We can get you guys some CBD. Yeah, I think that we're going to have a tough month in June. I'm predicting that June's going to be a tough month. I think it's going to be very tough. And I think that July, it'll start because people will start positioning themselves for... Hello? Yo, I'm just live right now. Yeah, that's why you've been calling me. I've been declining. I don't know what to tell you. I'm live. But I got to go. I'll talk to you in a bit. Okay, bye. Rich, AUSA tanking after big news. Why? I think everything is tanking right now. I don't think it has anything to do with AUSA. I think it's the whole sector. I mean, when you see Aurora Cannabis going down, when you see Canopy Growth going down, when you see Afria going down, you know they're all going down. That's just what it is. It just is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I just think that June's going to be a tough month. You know, if you can stay in cash, hold on to your chips, or just hold on for dear life and wait for a trend reversal. That's what I'm going to choose to do. I'm not going to panic or do anything crazy, but I definitely will be trying to buy more. Did I think that the AUSA news was big? I think the AUSA news regarding converting shares. Are you talking about the conversion of shares in BAM? Is that what you're referring to, that news? I thought I saw something like that. Is that the news? Or what was the news? Let's see if I can find the news. Yeah, everything. Yeah, time for summer fun, says JD. Yeah, you just think like a long-term investor. Think like Warren Buffett. Everything was down in December too, and then all of a sudden it exploded. That's just kind of what happens. AUSA. I don't see any news here. What is the news on AUSA? AUSA. AUSA is down 9% at $1.06. Hey, like I said, every time it gets under $1, that's a buying opportunity. So if it gets under that dollar range, I think I'm going to buy at least 10,000 shares. I'll keep you guys updated on that. Early news release on Australis Capital. Yeah, so this is the news. Australis Capital has acquired through the exercise of 12,793,840 warrants of Body and Mind Inc. ownership of 12,793,840 common shares in the capital of the company. The common shares were acquired pursuant to the exercise of the warrants acquired on a private placement basis on November 5th, 2018. The head office of the company, blah, blah, blah. Prior to the acquisition, Australis held 22 million common shares, 12,793,840 warrants, and debentures in the principal amount of 1.6 million, convertible into common shares at 55 cents per common share. After the acquisition, Australis holds 34,873,628 common shares and debentures in the principal amount of $1.6 million. That's crazy. That's big money for Australis in BAM. Assuming the conversion of all debentures, Australis would hold 37,782,719 common shares, which on a partially diluted basis is equal to approximately 37.7% of the issued and outstanding common shares of the company. Yeah, this is pretty huge news. It may not pay off right away, but this is going to pay off big. This is going to pay off big for Australis. Do you understand how much money they're going to make on this deal? Check this out. Australis paid $6,396,920 to exercise the warrants at a price of 50 cents per share, resulting in 12,793,840 common shares. So Australis paid $6 million for 12 million shares, which are currently priced around $220. So they paid $6 million for about $25 million worth of stock. Shut the front door. Oh my goodness. That's highway robbery. That's highway robbery. Do you guys understand what they just did? They paid $6 million for $25 million worth of stock. They now hold 37 million shares priced at $220. So they hold over $75 million worth of BAM stock. AUSA is a freaking giant. This is genius. They hold $75 million worth of BAM stock at today's prices. If BAM goes to $5, they'll be holding almost $200 million worth of stock. That's nuts. That's nuts. This news to me is big news. I know they have additional news. Hold on. Let me take a look. AUSA to acquire assets of Nevada cannabis cultivator. Is that brand new news that just came out today? I haven't even seen that news. I don't see that press release that you're talking about. Where do you find that news, Frank? They're saying, Frank, there's a Motley Fool is saying that Kronos Group may be the best undervalued stock of a lifetime at $20. I don't know about that. RNX up 9%. Yeah, RNX, eh? Interesting. Yeah, Astralis has some huge news. I've been telling you guys that something big is coming for Astralis. I'm not surprised. It's on Yahoo Finance. Yeah, send me the link. Yo, what's up, Julian? How you doing, man? I don't know. Kron is just so highly priced. It's hard to say that they're overvalued or undervalued at these prices. They just seem so crazy. I know the revenue is growing. I think that there's a chance that Kronos Group could acquire Labs. Stay tuned for that. I think that Kronos Group has done a deal with Labs. Labs is going to be getting paid 60 million, 30 million up to 60 million a year on a deal that they've done with Kronos Group. I foresee a day that Kronos Group acquires Labs. I think that could happen. So stay tuned for that. I think if that happens, I think that's just epic. Yeah, it's $15 in America, Kronos Group. It's $20 in Canada. I still think that it's overpriced based on their revenue. I think we can get it cheaper, but I do like Kronos Group. I liked it a lot more when it was at $2 2 years ago. Astralis is at 102 Canadian. Hey, the lower it goes, the more I want it. Like I said, every time it goes under $1, I feel like it's a buying opportunity. What do I think of VAPN? VAPN. VAPN at $1.85 doesn't have a lot of volume. I don't see too much volume. That's what concerns me with VAPN. I don't see too much information about it at all. They've been green all day, VAPN. Interesting. Thank you for the pick. I'll definitely be watching it. Definitely be looking at it. We got 15 minutes until the close, watching all the markets, looking at the stocks. Is there anything that I need to look at? Is there anything that you guys want an opinion on? Is there any stocks that you guys are watching right now? I know it's a very red day. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. That was old news they're looking at from AUSA. No, the big news is that they did the deal with BAM and they just acquired more shares. And essentially, they acquired $6 million worth of shares. Sorry, they acquired $25 million worth of shares for $6 million. That's essentially what they did. And I think that's a pretty good deal. Anytime you make $19 million on a transaction. Now, obviously, BAM could go down and then it won't be as good. Or it could go up and it would be great. If BAM goes up, Astralis is going to be holding over 70 million shares. So if BAM goes up, Astralis is going to be sitting on a cash cow. At the same time, Astralis could be enticed to sell, which could force the price of BAM down because they're sitting on so many shares. I don't really know what the plan is. Namaste is one of the only cannabis stocks in the green today. Is it in the green today? Namaste. Yeah, small. Namaste at 89 cents is up 2.3% today. Look into KLY, Caliterra Therapeutics. Yep. KLY, Caliterra Therapeutics at 5 cents is up 11% today. It's traded 3.9 million shares too. Caliterra Therapeutics. Yeah, you like the cheap ones, but you know what? A lot of the big ones, Joe, have done better than the cheap ones. So we should keep our eye on everything in the market because there's a lot of movement. And right now, unfortunately, most of the movement has been down. There are some exceptions, which we've been able to find, but there is a lot of downtrends. OGI is down 2%. Anyways, my phone's starting to blow up, so I'm going to make a move. Markets are closing in 13 minutes. Hope you had a good day. Be careful if stocks raise money. If they raise money, especially at prices lower than the current market price, what we've seen is they're getting shorted down. Okay, so beware of that. Hey, nice pick with Zelda. They're up 8% today, Joe. Zenarba Pharmaceuticals is up today. They are in the green. Hope you're winning. Thanks for watching. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live, and I'm out. Peace. Be careful with stocks that raise money. When they raise money, that's the kiss of death. Happens every single time. It happened to Labs. It happened to Cannabis. It happened to BAM. It could happen to you. So as an investor, be careful. If you see anybody talk about raising money, selling stock, you know what that means. Hammer time. It's your boy. It's true. I'm out. Peace.